Yo, welcome back to the Nerds with Glasses podcast, your number one gaming podcast on YouTube. Welcome to the new year. I am your host, Knowledge.
And I'm Javi. This is our first podcast of 2016.
2016? Woo!
Yeah, we want to give a little shout out to GMBD.TV. DB. Yeah. I keep saying it. I even wrote it down here.
I know. GMDB.TV, that's the game movie database. That's our partnership with other game movie makers, the website. So if you love game movies, that's the number one spot to go to. Mm-hmm. It's all organized there by genres, by alphabetical order. Mm-hmm. It's really easy to search for stuff and watch game movies on there.
And like you said, we have two other people we're working with right now that also make game movies.
Yeah.
And they even have some game movies that we have, but they work on them way differently than we do.
Yeah, we have different styles, and they have a lot of different game movies that we have too. Some of them more low key, some of them super RPG that we don't really do. So definitely check it out, gmdb.tv. All right, so first story of this new year is important to me because I love MLG. I've loved MLG for a long time, since the Halo days. MLG was sold.
It was
bought out, I guess.
It sold its soul, as many people have said.
Yeah, to Activision / Blizzard. I think this is a huge story for esports. Let's not, I hate that word, competitive gaming.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, for competitive gaming. I just wanted to talk about, what do you think this means for MLG? For specifically probably Black Ops 3. That's, I think,
Black Ops 3, and I'm sure now we're gonna have to talk about Activision, just games in general.
Yeah, or Blizzard more.
Blizzard games.
More likely those.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Blizzard.
Yeah, so I mean, first of all, they sold all their assets, and like they're basically just bought out. I think it was $46 million.
Yep.
Which is a lot less than I would have expected, to be honest.
I mean, granted,
I was surprised by it. You weren't really surprised by it.
It's one of those things where I don't look into MLG, so I have no idea what their worth is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, granted, when Twitch was bought out for, almost $1 billion, that was surprising to me.
Yeah, it was 970.
It was $1 billion.
It was $1 billion. Google was going to give it $1 billion. Oh, yeah. Remember? And then Amazon bought it for 980.
When you're at those numbers, I don't think they, it's just, for us, it's $1 billion. It's $1 billion.
Yeah, no, I get you. I mean, for me, MLG, I would have, if I would have guessed before any of it, I would have said probably at the least $100 million.
Okay. And so it's just one of those things, I have, granted, like I said, I love MLG, but it just doesn't seem like they have such a... Besides COD, which, I mean, in the competitive scene, isn't even that huge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not that it's not huge, but it's just compared to everything else, it's not up there, you know?
Yeah.
So it was just one of those things, I have no real idea of how much it would be worth.
See, the reason I say is because I remember maybe 5 or 6 years ago, there was an investment made into MLG for $30-40 million.
Okay.
So now 5 or 6 years later, they're selling for this much. That means to me that they haven't been successful at all. And I think they put all their eggs in the Call of Duty basket, and that was a big mistake for them, because before they used to be more open to a lot. They used to have all the big tournaments where you would have League of Legends.
Well, they would have even smaller games too. And I mean, eventually they started phasing a lot of them out.
Yeah.
You know, which, I mean, it makes sense. They want to if the game isn't getting popular, why would they keep putting money into that section of it?
But yeah, I think the Call of Duty thing was kind of a mini disaster. It was definitely not successful. The league structure that they had, MLG TV, which is their live streaming platform, I think was a major failure, to the point where Nate Shot himself said that was the biggest regret that he has. Really? And he didn't even hesitate. He was doing a Q&A, and they're like, "What's one of your biggest regrets?" And he said flat out, he was like, "My biggest regret was signing on with MLG TV."
I think the way, I mean, granted, I don't know how they're seeing it, but I think the way they're seeing it, I'm sure they were making a lot less money there than they would be on Twitch.
Yeah.
Which I think the way they should have thought of it is they need to help promote MLG. So.
Well, you mean they were making a lot more money on MLG TV? You're talking about the players? Is that
I assume they would be making more money on Twitch, but they had. Oh, really?
No, like, see, and that was the whole point of the move was they were thinking short term and not long term. The long term is what you're saying. They should have been like, we need to grow the game itself. We need to grow it to a wider audience. But in the short term, MLG, the only way that they can bring people over is to pay them more money up front.
Okay.
And say
so up front they were getting more money.
Like they were getting like, let's just pretend like people get $4 CPM. MLG on Twitch they get $4. On MLG they'll give them $8. Okay. You know what I mean? Like even if they had less viewers, they'll still be making more money because they were just getting paid more per person.
Okay.
So, but I think Nadeshot recognized that for the long term it was a bad idea because Twitch is a bigger platform and it would have exposed Call of Duty to more people, and in the long run it would have made more money that way. You know what I mean? But I think he was just thinking short term.
Yeah.
And he's smart enough to know that everybody switched over because of him. If he went to MLG TV, everybody else had to go to MLG TV, MLG.TV. You know, so
just thinking about it, because I remember watching people on MLGs like, oh, Nadeshot's off. I'm getting off.
Yeah. You're like, Nadeshot gets all my viewers just automatically dead.
So I would assume that being on Twitch might give him just, maybe not COD fans, you know, but more viewers in general.
Yeah. So, but also, well, Activision ended up buying it, so obviously they see some value to it. I think the number one value is it's still a great brand name. I think MLG just has an absolute, like, even games that aren't exactly they don't have tournaments on MLG, like it's still like that's just like a big brand name. You know what I mean? So it has that going for it. Plus, they bought all the equipment. That means they got all the monitors, all the Xboxes and PlayStations and all the stuff. And I imagine they also own now the arena that they built, like the MLG arena in Ohio.
Likely, yeah.
So it's not like, I think it's probably a fair price, but it was just a lot less than I expected. Okay. But what do you expect in the future though now for MLG? Now Activision did say that they want to be the ESPN of esports.
Yeah. So that's the thing though. Like granted, I wasn't on Twitch even when I was watching competitive COD. I wasn't really on MLG that much. Yeah. I didn't go on it, and I mean, it just seems really bad of them trying to compete with Twitch. You know what I mean? When because like I said, their competitive scene isn't as big. Yeah. You know. And like we were just on Twitch a little while ago, and I was showing you the numbers. And right now we see COD Black Ops 3 was up there. Yeah. But I was telling you, like, usually they're not in the top 10 of the thing. And
they were the last one in the.
Oh, Halo was the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, Halo was the last one.
Oh, you're right. You're right. It was like number 4. Actually.
I was telling you, like, the top 3 are always the same 3, which I think was if I'm not mistaken, right now it's
probably League of Legends, CS:GO, and Hearthstone.
CS:GO.
Let's see right now. We're checking right now.
Just to see who's on the top 10 of being watched. So League, Dota, CS:GO. Yeah. And then Hearthstone, who's like.
How many does?
Look, Halo's already gone.
It was replaced.
It's gone now.
Who replaced it?
Heroes of the Storm.
Oh God. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Halo. I'm so sorry. And they're having a qualifier tournament right now too.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't see it. Like, I don't know. Like, in the first place, I didn't know if MLGT was that big, or that good of an idea, especially looking at it now, because COD is on there right now. But like I said, it's not usually on there.
Yeah. So I mean, it's definitely down, like not near anywhere at the top. I think the number one asset they do have is game battles, because in game battles they can do like any game they want. They do a big variety of games and people play.
Yeah, I saw Pokemon on there. I saw the same games on there.
Now the problem is they have to invest money, I think, to have like active refs all the time and people creating these tournaments, because one of the main problems I remember at the tail end of Halo was there was still a big desire of Halo 3. Like there was a still big desire of people who wanted to play tournaments, but they just wouldn't make any tournaments anymore. Like it seems like they just got lazy about it. And you can see that laziness in the COD, because MLG has their official COD channel, right? And in the beginning of Advanced Warfare, after every tournament, they would upload every single match that they live streamed, and they would upload it like game by game, like game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4. Halfway through, they started uploading them just full matches. Like they didn't even take the time to cut them anymore. It would just be like, this is Optic versus FaZe, the whole match. So like if you wanted to just watch CTF, you had to like scroll through an hour.
Hope someone put a timer in the description.
And then after that, like they didn't even upload the videos from their world finals. You know what I mean? Like it seems like something happened where they got really lazy. Okay. You know, maybe their views dropped and they figured it didn't matter anymore. But I mean, like, there's still people who want to watch, and if you're gonna treat it like that way, then people are gonna not watch at all. So, I think that I actually think it could be a good thing. I think Activision is serious about what the fuck they want to do.
Do you think? I know a lot of people like this is just like complete like this is people comment kind of thing.
Yeah.
You think they're just gonna like. You know, like for example, on game battles, there's all these games. Do you think they're gonna take all those games out and just have Activision games? I don't think that's something that's gonna happen.
I think that'd be the dumbest thing that they could do.
I don't think they're gonna be. I hope they're not gonna be completely stupid and just like try to like just promote themselves.
Well, I don't think they will do that. Absolutely not, because it'd be very, very dumb on their part. But
go ahead.
But what I think they would do is I think they'll probably start taking bigger cuts. Of the tournament pots,
okay,
you know, and that is gonna piss people off.
My thing is maybe obviously they're not gonna be kicking games off, but you know, this is definitely gonna be Activision most likely promoting themselves.
Yeah,
I wonder how other companies in the competitive scene that are on MLG, how would they look at it? Like, will they want their games now that this is so much associated? Because granted, before it was pretty much all. I mean, MLG was mostly Halo and like COD. Those are like some of the biggest games. There, you know what I mean. And now it's pretty much all Activision. So you think other companies that with their games will look at it more like maybe we don't want our game associated there anymore?
That's a good question. I don't know. I guess I really can't answer that till we see what happens. I have a feeling that Activision is going to be smart about it and not really try to impede on other people, and then people are just going to roll along with it.
Okay.
This is not a direct comparison, but it reminds me a little bit about Valve and how they created Steam for their own games.
Yeah.
And it's just like MLG Game Battles is just a platform. It doesn't matter that Activision owns it. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing with Steam. It's like it doesn't matter that Valve owns it. Once people realize that was just a good platform, they got people to move over. You know what I mean? It could have just been something like Uplay or Origin, where it's just for their stuff. But you know, Steam.
But at the same time, it makes sense that they made it for their own stuff because Steam was getting so popular.
Yeah.
So that's what my thing is. Because seeing as something like that, do you think the game companies will start wanting to stream their own games themselves? You know.
Yeah. No.
More so than they probably do now.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
Because their games are basically going to be benefiting.
Yeah.
Activision.
I could see that happening for the bigger games like League of Legends. I mean, honestly, they probably do it already. I don't even know because I'm not in that community. But it is a good platform for something like Rocket League, where you know that they don't have the funds or you know the manpower to create their own platform to be live streaming and conducting tournaments. So why not use MLG? It's already established. Just use that. But yeah, I can see the other ones, like the bigger ones, Dota, League of Legends. Like I can see them making their own stuff as a response. But we'll see. I mean, it's interesting.
Well, is Dota? I mean, Dota's its own game, right? But it's Warcraft, right?
Yeah, but it's a mod of.
But is it not?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know.
Because I was just thinking, like the games you're saying besides League of Legends, like a lot of the like Hearthstone and all that. That's all Blizzard.
Okay, well, CS:GO and League of Legends. Let's say those two. So we don't know. Yeah. You know, but it's gonna be interesting to find out. I think this can be a good thing because I honestly MLG has been going downhill for the past 2-3 years.
Should have never gotten rid of Smash.
That's the curse. The Smash curse.
That's what happened.
That's what happens when you get rid of some Melee. Yeah. All right. So anyways, we wanted to talk about a couple like we talked about last time, top 5, top 10. But then it's kind of late now. So we're going to we're not going to look back this year.
We're not looking back, but we're going to look what are our favorite games?
But we're gonna look back, but in a different way, in a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not doing like a year in review kind of thing.
No.
But we are gonna just talk about what are the anticipated games you're waiting for this year.
Yeah.
Which I know we've mentioned, just games we're looking forward to. But
yeah, but we're gonna in no particular order, just list our top 5 most anticipated games of this year. Honestly, half of these are probably gonna be delayed.
And most of ours are, like, I think for the most part, our lists are gonna be the same too. Cause
yeah. Okay, so number 1 for me is Uncharted. Absolutely, can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. Shut up.
I've never played them, so I'm just like,
it's so good. It's like Tomb Raider, but a funnier version. Like like a more lighthearted version.
Okay.
Yeah, gonna be probably one of the best games of the year. But
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the past 3 have been pretty successful.
Yeah, and
they're exclusive, so consoles exclusives are usually. Granted, a lot of them have been really like falling off recently, like because, for example, like Halo, like it's been.
You had to bring it up.
I mean, I'm just saying, like I love it still, but it's just like it's not as good.
True.
And Uncharted is now hitting the number 4.
Yeah,
so
yeah. You know what? I just replayed Halo 3, and like I was like, man, this game is so fucking good. Like,
yeah.
And it just made me think like Halo 5 is nowhere near as good as
yeah.
This
It's
game.
one of those things. It's like it's like comparing things. Because Halo 5 is good.
Yeah.
I liked it. It's just so bad compared to
compared to
like the older ones.
Yeah, the older ones.
And granted, the only one I finished was 3 of the older ones, so that's the only one I can compare it to.
We're probably just nostalgic. Anyways, what other game would you put up there?
For this year, I definitely like Scalebound. I think it's one of the. It was. I honestly think
that's
it was,
like a dark horse game to me. Like it can be a big hit.
Yeah, it can be a big hit, and I think it was really like it kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It seemed like.
Yeah.
And granted, I guess a lot of people don't like that kind of character. I was just like, I don't care. The game looks amazing.
Yeah.
And granted, the gameplay that we saw last E3 was kind of disappointing. Just a little bit though, but
it was. It was different than what I thought it was.
Gonna be.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things. It was that was what kind of like. But I'm still really looking forward to
this. Like, no pun intended. The scale of what was going on was still insane.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, like I said, the combat was a little bit. It looked weird to me at first, but then because like you said, I was expecting something else.
Yeah.
But then just looking at like, or I guess my idea of how it's gonna be now, just like open world, like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, like it looks something like that, where it's like not Pokemon, but like something like where you have this monster you're training and you're going around.
Yeah.
And you have to use the monster to fight off everyone else.
Still look fun.
Yeah.
Still look fun. I know another one for you has to be The Division.
The Division.
The game that's been postponed 25 times.
Yeah.
Juniors or Javi, you've been waiting for that.
Well, I'm waiting for. I wanted to play the alpha.
Yeah.
I heard some people were disappointed.
I'm sure.
So what I mean, whatever. I mean, I already have the beta code.
Here's the thing: Ubisoft did not deliver with the crew. They did not deliver. They did not deliver too well with Watch Dogs.
I heard Rainbow Six did okay.
I didn't. Well, yeah.
I guess you didn't like it, but
you know what? No, I hadn't played it enough to say it, so I'm not gonna judge it.
But I know. I mean, I know a lot of people that. Granted, these are like people that like not like giant concessors. I just know a lot of people that said that they really liked it. Definitely doesn't seem like my kind of game though. That one doesn't.
Not enough content. I mean, just online only. That kills me. Give me a story. No, but yeah, it's just there's not enough variety either from what I played. But that's just me.
But The Division, hopefully, I mean, even though I don't think it has a story.
No, but it's definitely not a game that needs one. That's different.
It's kind of exactly. So, but The Division definitely a game I'm still looking forward. I think the beta comes out sometime this month.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll be playing it, and then I'll judge it from there if it's still gonna be up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not pumped up for it because it's just like I've mentioned this before that I think that the next gen is really this like Destiny, like the crew, like what they're aiming to do.
That's
which
what
is
they did.
Like an online world that's always active. This is what the Division kind of seems like it wants to be, but I just don't know if
it can deliver.
Nobody's delivered it yet. The ones that's delivered the best is Destiny, you know.
And everyone hates that game.
And everybody hates that game. Like, and of course, like stuff like that exists on PC already. So, like, but you know, not on consoles.
That's how we aren't. We not every like.
Unless you play Fantasy Star, I guess, or something. I guess it's something like that.
What is Fantasy Star?
It's a super cult hit.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I think I've actually heard the name. I just never
it's
seen
it's like one of the most like legendary cult hits of all time.
Wow, okay.
It was like one of the only games that was online on the Dreamcast.
Oh, okay.
But then they've done other ones too.
Well, of course, yeah. Because I think I saw like a Fantasy Star 8 or I don't know what number.
Yeah, no, it's like a Japanese thing
okay.
for sure.
Okay.
But like, you know, I don't honestly haven't played the game, so I don't know. But I think that's what it's like.
Yeah, so that's my number 2.
Oh, that's your number 2?
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I would have
the Division is number. No, actually, I'm sorry. The Division is number 2 for me. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, the Scalebound is number 1 right now.
Okay, for me, number 2 would be Zelda. It would honestly be number 1. Yeah, I'm question marking it because I don't think it's coming out this year, and if
for the
it does,
Wii U, it's not coming out. It's not coming out for the Wii U at all.
It's gonna come out on the what's it called? The next. It's gonna come out on the next, and then the next month on the Wii U. No, but see, I don't know. I just honestly, they always postpone Zelda twice. Like exactly 2 times they postponed.
Yeah, I never really owned a console until GameCube and didn't pay attention to like the release dates, so I have no idea for that. Like,
you're just the kid who walked into GameStop.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I wonder what's out now.
Exactly. Actually, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was.
You'd be the one kid that everybody hates, or you'd be like, "Is Halo 6 out yet, or whatever?"
No, I wouldn't be asking for new games. I would just go in, look for myself, and like I was the kid that like didn't know anything about the game, looked at the cover, and if it looked good, I bought it.
We were all that kid before the internet. Yeah. No, actually those times were more fun to be honest.
And honestly, it wasn't until like a couple of years ago when I got the Xbox that I was really like, okay, I'm gonna look up which games I want.
Yeah.
Because other than that, I was just looking up for Pokemon on my Game Boy and my DS. That's all I was doing.
You know, a little side tangent just about that, what you're saying right now, and that whole era of just not knowing. I think it sucks now because there's a lot of games that I don't even give a chance to because of the reviews are bad.
Also, but you also have to think. I mean, the review. That's a good point. Like the reviews ruin it, but there's like, I want to say like 10 times more games being released than when we were like looking like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But still, I mean, it's just I think of games like Dante's Inferno. It's a really fun game, and I really enjoyed it. And I read the review after the fact, and it got like a 6.5. Mm-hmm. If I would have read it beforehand, I would not have tried it. You know. And I think we all have fond memories of these terrible games that we played when we were kids. And like by all accounts, if you look at it now, they're a terrible game. But back then, since it was the only game you had, you'd like.
I guess I can't remember. Like I'm sure I did play them. Yeah. But I can't remember a game that I played when I was little that looking like at reviews of something like looking at like if I ever looked up a review of it. It would say it was bad, but that's probably because I'm not looking for those games because in my head they were good, so there's no need to.
Yeah, it's like 90%.
Like I can't think of one game where I played and it was like, and then I saw reviews like the worst game of all time.
Yeah, now they're. I'm sure you have a couple.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I can't think of them though.
Yeah, you know? But yeah, Zelda for sure. Every Zelda game is. Two? Huh?
That's your number 2.
That's my number 2 because I've loved every main Zelda title that's come out. And they just can't do wrong by me. Although Skyward Sword is a good game, but they need to stop holding your hand. Like they gave it's like the first 5 hours is like a tutorial. They just need to throw you in there.
Yeah, like I mean, I think that's the unfortunate part of Nintendo because like their games were simple but hard.
Yeah,
you know. And then later on, their games got a little bit more complicated, and they didn't really hold your hand. But now they're like, all right, we're gonna walk you through a lot of it.
Yeah, and it just takes up too much time. I think I don't know. Maybe there should be an option where like you can do like, okay, I'm new to this like, hold my hand through this.
Yeah,
because that's a big problem with the Assassin's Creeds too. I particularly like 3. Yeah, like come on, man, like
it was I think I would have loved the game because the story seems awesome.
The story is awesome.
Yeah, like I never finished the story, like the game. I mean, I know the story. Yeah, I'm saying because it's one of those things. It's different to like play it and just watch whatever. I was just like I was like an hour and a half in, and it's just like,
all right, like let's fuck shit up. Come on, like that's the Revolutionary War. Let's
like
get to this.
Like I wouldn't have minded if the pacing was different. Like it could have been the same amount of time, but if they just changed the, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. But yeah, Zelda number 2. But I don't want to say too much because they're always so mysterious about it. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just like, Zelda, okay.
Do you think Japan knows, like the people in Japan know more?
Oh yeah, they probably get daily updates. They get Twitter notifications every time Miyamoto even thinks anything. So, bastards. All right, what's your number 3?
Mighty number 9.
Oh yeah.
Which it probably would have been number 1. If it wasn't for the fact that it should have come out last year and was delayed.
I'm calling Javi on bullshit though. You know what? I'm gonna call you on this shit. Javi's been looking forward to Mighty number 9 for a long time because he's one of the biggest Mega Man fans in the world, and is just like Mega Man.
I just like Mega Man. I definitely don't think I'm one of the biggest fans.
Okay, all right,
but I'm definitely a huge.
You're the biggest fan I know.
Yeah.
Okay, we go to E3. We're at E3. That's the first thing we play. It's Mighty number 9. It was awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to come out. I remember the exact date. It's supposed to come out September 15th. September 15th.
The same day
as
the Taken King.
As the Taken King.
And I mean, yeah, you call me on the bullshit, but it was like for the whole year that Destiny was out, I literally played nothing but Destiny and whatever games.
That's true, but I'm just saying, like September 14th, I'm like, hey, bro, they just said that they're delaying Mighty number 9, and you're like, oh, was it supposed to come out soon? And I was like,
no, I had already pre-ordered it when you asked me that. I already had it pre-ordered.
No.
But I didn't know about the delay until after.
You had it remembered though. There was one instance where I asked you, you didn't remember. And
yeah, one instance out of like the billion that I did remember.
I think it's just like Destiny is just.
No, it was just that. It was just that at the time, especially for that. I think it was a week before, and we were like planning.
Like how we're gonna do the Taken King, and then
we were doing. I think we were doing the podcast at that time. I think that's when I didn't remember.
Yeah, but I know you're looking forward to it. Yeah, it's coming out soon too.
Like I said, like it's really like I don't know anymore because the what is it? Concept. I forgot the name of the company, but the people making it just like I don't know. It just seems like it was like a silent release, silent delay.
That was the weirdest part about it.
So that's why I don't know. I'm still looking forward to it because it's still. We played it at E3 and it was awesome.
But yeah, no, that definitely is concerning. Like, there had to be
so much money.
There had to be some game ending. What is it like? Game crashing.
Game breaking.
Game breaking crashes or something because they delayed it like literally.
When is it supposed to come out now? I don't even remember.
In February, I think. But they delayed it.
Everything's coming out in fucking February. Dude.
They delayed it like 3 days before or something. Like it was insane how close to the release date it was. So something was really wrong with that game. So hopefully it's nothing too serious, but obviously it was because they delayed it for. But it's been like 5 months now, so we'll see. For me, Kingdom Hearts 3. Let's just list them off. We don't have to talk about every single one. So Kingdom Hearts 3 is up there. Mirror's Edge is up there for me too. Yeah. That's probably top 4, top 5.
I don't know. I love I like the first game a lot, but I think they're rebooting it. Yeah. So that's kind of like what it doesn't. That's why it doesn't make the list. Yeah. For me, like I'm still gonna play it. It's just not. Yeah. Final Fantasy 15, if it ever comes out this year.
I'm just like, I'm not even that game. I'm just keeping off my radar completely. Yeah. I honestly feel like they might come out one day and just be like, you know what, we canceled it. Like I don't understand what's going on that it's taking them so long. Although maybe we'll play it and it'll be the greatest game ever.
Or it won't. It won't be the greatest. It'll just be a game that shouldn't have taken, what is it, 10 years now or whatever it is.
See, that's the problem too, man. That pressure must accumulate.
Yeah,
so much for them. Like, there's no way it can't ever live up to a hype now. It has to be the best game ever made because it's just the longer you wait, the anticipation is just beyond control.
Oh yeah, gone. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
I know you're looking forward to No Man's Sky.
You know, I was looking forward to it, but I just feel like they're fucking it up now or something.
Really?
Like,
Okay.
Like I don't know.
It kind of like granted, like I like Minecraft, but it kind of seemed like something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Something like it seems amazing. It's just like I don't know what to do in it though.
Yeah. Like I can't have fun in here. Like I need objectives, people. Like you can't just throw me in here. Just I'm not that type of explorer.
Like, can I kill the other people I find on the planets? Like that would be amazing. Like,
please, yeah, please. Like, can we do murder?
But granted, like they said, like I mean, I imagine you'll be able to find other people, but I still think that's going to be very rare that you find other people.
Yeah, the way they say it is like you're not going to find people.
Well, I heard like you can't find your friend. Like you will never be able to find your friend. But I'm sure like you'll meet people randomly going to say, like a similar planet. You know what I mean? Because there's so many people. That's the way I
see it. Like the best thing going for this game is the mystery. Because I ask myself these questions like, okay, you meet somebody, can you put a beacon on each other or something like that? So like, you know what I mean?
Like, you just travel.
That's it. Like when I log off and I log back in, do I spawn in the same point or you know the answers to these questions?
I don't know anything.
And that's the greatest thing going for this game is just like it's just such a mystery. And I think the answers are all bad for the game. But and because we don't know, we're like, oh, it might be like, oh my god, like maybe I can find like a fucking mate and like, you know, we'll explore the galaxy together. Or
no, you won't be able to. You won't find a partner. You can't make it. Like they're like I don't know, something like Star Citizen. Seems like what this game is. I think that's what people are like thinking.
Yeah, and even Star Citizen. Remember, they scaled back a lot of the features that they said that they were going to do because it was just too much.
Yeah, but these guys have a what is it? An algorithm or whatever they call. I forgot what they said that will make infinite amount of worlds forever.
They might. You know what I mean? Like that. That's the only thing that separates Google from everybody else is their algorithm. You know, it comes down to the most basic of things. So maybe they do, but
and I'm just curious if. Even half of those planets are going to be different.
Yeah. This is like, just random generator.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of this game, but there's this game on the PSP where it's like, there was literally everything was randomly generated and it's the most, like the worst gaming experience because like you just turn a corner and it'd be something randomly generated that you don't know what the hell.
Oh, okay.
It was a shooter, you know?
Because I know I've played games with like randomly generated levels where, you know, it's a rogue, like, it's a roguelike game where if you die, you start over and it's a different level.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've, like, so you're literally walking and stuff is generated.
Like, well, I mean, it generates before you get there, but you're never going to be able to, like, predict.
Okay, I don't know. I guess I would like that. I don't know. I would have to see what the game... But it's on PSP, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind.
No, it wasn't good. Trust me. It was back when, like, the first year of PSP when there was, like, 10 games out, and that was one of them. So it was like,
and then just a bunch of movies? Like 2 games and a bunch of movies.
A bunch of movies. Why the hell would you watch your PSP? Your PSP could never last that many hours on the road without the charger.
It wasn't a Game Boy.
Yeah.
It was never a Game Boy.
It's like 2 hours and you're done. Yeah, what other games were on the list? I think that's...
Halo Wars 2, I'm surprised you
didn't say that. That's right. I think that'll be delayed, too.
Far Cry Primal?
It's gonna be good, but I'm not pumped up for it.
The next Assassin's Creed?
Not pumped up for it.
It's in Egypt though, so once I heard that was like that piqued my interest.
That's true. Okay, that's good. That's right.
Wait, let me make sure because I could be wrong.
I haven't heard that. You told me, I was like, what? Yeah, no, okay, yeah, that I would be interested in. Halo Wars 2.
I thought I saw it on the front page.
I don't know how they're gonna release Halo Wars 2 when they haven't even released a trailer for it yet. Although Fallout did it, so. Maybe they have been planning it for a while. I just feel like they're rushing it because they need to capitalize on Halo. You know. Egypt? No.
I need to look. I couldn't find it there, but
the new Call of Duty.
The new COD. The next Halo. Well, they're not gonna make that a yearly, right?
No. I mean, I think what they will do is they'll switch off of Halo Wars.
Oh, okay.
Or what they might do too is they might do another like ODST. Style.
Oh, Destiny 2 I think is supposed to be coming out this year.
Not pumped up.
I am definitely, I don't know. I don't play Destiny as much as I did
before
the end of this year.
Yeah.
And especially recently they announced that there wouldn't be any big DLCs until Destiny 2.
Yeah, they switched up their strategy.
Yeah, because they did make quite a bit of DLCs, but granted they were not. I mean, they made a lot of DLCs like number wise.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a lot of content.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
In all fairness, like the DLCs for Destiny had way more content than any other DLC for any other game, but it's still like not. Not good. Yeah. Except for Taken King.
Taken King, which a lot, yeah.
Yo, a game I am anticipating, and I do think it will come out this year, is Titanfall 2.
Oh, yeah, because Titanfall, it was one of those things, like, it was really good until I started playing Destiny and Advanced Warfare.
I really enjoyed Titanfall as well. Like, I think the thing that killed it for me was just that I didn't like playing against the bots or whatever they call them, like the minions.
That's one of those things like what's it called? Did pretty good. Halo with their Warzone.
Yeah,
they did a pretty good job on that, which is weird. They
did it way better. It's just they just needed more human players. Like I don't mind having the bots, but like. After I realized when I was killing, like at first I was just killing everything in sight.
Like I'm a beast.
I wasn't even really paying attention. Then after a couple of days, I'm like, okay, I got 2 human kills.
Yeah, that's the worst part. You could never you would kill, like you would have 30 kills and 5 were actual humans.
And then on top of that, the Titans themselves were really, really well done, really good. Mm-hmm. But
even the combat between the
Titans,
the combat against the Titans, the combat with the Titans felt good.
It was great, but at the same time, I just didn't enjoy it as much as being on foot. As doing like
because you were so much more mobile.
Yeah. So I think that was an issue that I don't know how they can solve that unless like Titans are jumping all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean they did solve it as far as like they released a lot more playlists where they only had like human characters or only Titans, and so like I guess maybe that's the way they solve it.
So it's just a rumor. So sorry, it's just a rumor that it's gonna be in Egypt.
Okay, yeah, because that'd be crazy. Yeah. That would pique my interest a lot. Mm-hmm. Like I've always said, I think the best Assassin's Creed that they could ever make is Roman times and the times of Jesus. Like that would be the best story that they could make. But I think there'd be too many backlash from religious pundits about it.
Whatever.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying you're right, but it's like,
yeah,
get them out of here, please.
We need it, but Roman times, come on, that'd be awesome.
Just like any of any of the times.
The Greeks time, yeah, that's true.
Anytime.
All right, yeah. So those are like most anticipated games. I guess top 5.
Doom.
Doom.
That's my number 5. Like, I don't think I really got through my list, but
yeah,
Doom is definitely like it looked really good during the Bethesda conference.
Really, really good. Like, it's one of those games that I know I'm gonna like. It looks good.
Did you see him put his foot in his own mouth? Like,
I'm not really anticipating it, but yeah, it looks really fun. And the mods, they said that they're gonna have the mods too, which is gonna be awesome.
And the customizable levels that you can make your own.
Yeah. So infinite replayability there. Yeah, I don't know what else. It's looking kind of like a slow year, to be honest. I guess we're gonna have to see in the second half. Because the second half, actually, you know what? Gears is also coming out, but I'm not super anticipating it either. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, now we're gonna look back, but since we didn't want to look back at just last year because everybody's done that to death already, we figured, hey, it's 2016. That means the first half of the 2010s are over. So we wanted to kind of choose our top list of the,
and not really a list. I guess just games.
Just games, yeah. Like, in this first half of this decade, the last 5 years. Just like
try to kind of like nostalgia trips.
Yeah,
that's all we're gonna do right now.
But if I were to make a list,
these are our favorite, by the way. These are like the best. Like, I'm sure some of them will be in your list, but I'm sure we're gonna miss a lot.
Okay, yeah. See, that's a good thing to say too, because whenever you make an official list, there's like you have to have this game. It's like, you know what? I haven't played the game. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you know
this is
what I mean?
games that we've either played and are some of our favorites from the last 5 years.
Yeah.
You know, there's definitely going to be a lot of games I didn't play. Like, I didn't play Final Fantasy 13, if anyone liked that one. You know? I played the last
Lightning Returns,
but I
and it
didn't
sucked.
care for it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of games like LA Noire. I know it's probably really good. I didn't play it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't play Max Payne.
Yeah.
The third one, I think, came out.
Part 3, yeah. And it's good. All right, number 1.
Well, no numbers.
No list, but I look. No. Okay, we're not doing a list, but
we specified this in the beginning.
Okay, but this is like if there's only one game that I could list because there's no question in my mind what my favorite game.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So my favorite game of the past 5 years, of the first half of this decade, is Black Ops 2. Okay. I don't care what anybody says. That game is so fucking good. And granted,
Disagree? I'm just kidding.
Shut up. You know you love it too. No,
I mean, yeah.
Granted, I rage quit the game. I rage quit.
Didn't you quit for 4 months?
Yeah, I did. I rage quit the game because look, any Call of Duty, any online shooter, it's like, oh my god, like the connection. Well, at one point, no matter how good the game is, you're just. I swear to God, I almost flipped every table in this room. I just couldn't take it anymore, and I had to quit for a while because the connection was such BS. But at its greatest moments, like I was super addicted to Black Ops 2, and like even to this day, if you were to tell me like, yeah, let's hop on and play some League Play or Hardpoint, I'm down. Like I'm down to play. I think it's the best game.
I can never find a Hardpoint match, but yeah.
Yeah, not anymore. Not anymore. But I mean, it's. Multiplayer wise, it's so replayable because especially me and Javi got into it too. It's like playing competitive on League Play. It was just fun. It's really
no matter
fun.
how bad you are.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
I was garbage.
Yeah, no, you weren't. You're good. You're good, except when you weren't.
All the time.
Yeah. And the campaign was a lot of fun too. I actually beat the campaign a couple of times, and it was replayable more so than all the other ones. And good story, everything. I don't really play zombies, so I'm not into that. But
I played it, but I wasn't into it.
Yeah, but multiplayer. Black Ops 2, to me, best game, hands down. Like, my favorite game.
See, like, I have no idea because there's so many good games for me. Like, I don't have one that was just, like, soared above the rest. Because, like I said, like, if it's time played, I play probably Black Ops the most just because it's so easy to just keep playing that game.
Yeah, it's just such an easy, like, jump in and
if
out.
you like competitive, like, if you don't like... Obviously, if you're not a person that likes playing against other people, shooters and stuff, you're never going to play it. But I do like doing that, so it was perfect for me.
I would have honestly, okay, I'm just throwing it out there for me. If I were somebody to ask me what your favorite game was, I would either choose Borderlands 2,
probably
BioShock Infinite, or Destiny. Like if somebody had asked me about you, so I don't know.
I definitely probably like if we're gonna put one above all the other ones, it's definitely gonna be Borderlands 2.
Yeah, even more than Destiny.
Yeah. Definitely. I didn't even get to the highest levels in Borderlands 2.
But you just enjoyed it.
I just enjoyed the game so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Whereas with Destiny, like
I love the game, but it's like it's only been a year.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if it's gonna have like I can still play Black Ops. I can still play Black Ops, but I can still play. I played Borderlands over multiple times.
Yeah.
Can't really say I did that with Destiny. I did it 3 times.
Yeah. Well, and like you just said, time played. That's not the measurement because, like you said, Black Ops 2.
But I mean, if we're going by time played, Destiny is my most played game of all time. Somehow.
Yeah.
And I've only been playing it for a year.
Over a year. So that means you're a day and night playing it more than Pokemon.
Yeah, beat out Pokemon amazingly.
But yeah, that's definitely not the measurement because, like something like Infinite, like it's not a game that you can play a bunch of times.
Granted, I played it like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, but still, like it still would. That's probably like 40 hours worth, you know. So like I was telling you earlier about Fallout. Like I don't put in a lot of time on story games. Like I put in a lot of time on multiplayer games, but I put in 70 some hours on Fallout 4. But I don't consider that one of my favorite games. It's good, but I almost feel like I was just more addicted to the like upgrading my weapons and crafting.
Well, okay, yeah, because I played 25 hours of freaking Lightning Returns.
Yeah,
and that was just to finish the story.
yeah. Was that? Yeah, it's different too. It's different for us too because we have to play games for the channel. So
fuck, I didn't put this game on here, but one was Dying Light.
You really enjoyed that.
I really enjoyed it at first, and then when I realized there's nothing else after, it's just like okay.
Yeah.
And then Evil Within.
I'm surprised by that one that you would say that one.
Yeah,
because you were frustrated.
I was frustrated, but that's because I played it. I had to beat it in like I had one night.
Yeah, for the channel. Yeah,
I think I beat it. I don't remember we got that one. I don't know if that's one of the ones we got early.
We got it early by other means.
But we didn't get it that early though.
No. It was like maybe like a night before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And exactly that's what I'm saying. So like I literally had like just and like it's one of those things like granted I don't do it as much as I used to do it, but when I was grinding the games out, I had to beat most games in one day if it was possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that game obviously
that can't be good for your health.
I mean, granted, it took me like 8 hours to beat it.
Yeah.
But it was 8 hours, and it's a survival horror game, and I'm not a big survival horror person.
Yeah. But it was a good game.
It was a good game. I mean, I still enjoyed I didn't enjoy playing it, I'm sorry. But I would play it again.
That's weird. See,
yeah.
That's one of your favorites in the past. That would put it up there. Okay.
I mean, just this one's in just recent memory.
Yeah.
Because there's more like Skyrim.
There's a lot. Yeah.
I've never even finished that game, and I love it. You know.
Yeah.
What else? One of my favorites actually that I can think of right now is also Assassin's Creed 4.
I wouldn't put it up there, but it is a good game.
I love that's one of my top.
I remember you liked it a lot.
It's one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Right now, and granted, that's really the only one I've ever completely beaten.
And that's probably it's not that it's the worst one. I think it's good, but the story wise, it wasn't that good. But the gameplay wise, it was.
I think it was just
pirates.
The pirates. Like,
pirates.
That's all you need to say.
Yeah, no, it was definitely unique compared to the other ones. It was better than Unity, that's for sure. Like it was way better than Unity.
I don't know. Actually, I played Unity and I actually really liked it. Story wise, gameplay. Oh my god, I hate that game. I'm like. Arno is so slow compared to like someone like Edward, but I guess not every assassin's gonna be the same.
Yeah, well, they had that new engine or something like that, and like there's a lot of people, so they slowed it down. But the new one is way better. Syndicate, they're super fast. Yeah, gameplay wise.
Story wise, it was alright, but yeah, I think story wise, Assassin's Creed, since it has been a few of them in the last 5 years. I think Unity was probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Then, well, actually no, 4 was my favorite. But I know a lot of people don't like it story-wise the most.
Yeah.
But Unity was really good, and then Syndicate was really good.
Yeah, it was. I think Syndicate was pretty good, like story-wise. Gameplay-wise, it was one of the best ones. So yeah,
I love the different combat between the two characters.
Yeah. I love Evie. Yeah. I want to marry her. It's great.
Dude, I still can't get over the first time I fought with her. She stabbed someone's arm onto the side of a train, to the thing, and then kicked them. And made him flip while his arm was completely. Man,
we should put that on the glitches and.
It wasn't a glitch. It was. I did it multiple times later. That's what she does.
Okay, no, I'm just saying because I had the video. It's called glitches and silliness. I think that would be part of the silliness. It's just funny.
What about just being a complete savage?
Glitches, silliness, and savageness.
It was amazing. I loved it that Evie was a complete savage compared to
Jacob. Yeah.
She was just merciless, dude.
She was. She's great. Last 5 years. Okay, 2010. I feel listen. I feel obligated to say Halo Reach, but
then don't include it.
But honestly, it was not one of my favorite games.
I mean, I don't know if you played Red Dead, but that game was amazing.
I only played a little bit of Red Dead.
And then Undead Nightmare, whenever it came out, I think it came out 2011.
Yeah, like the next year after that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think Red Dead.
And I don't like GTA.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much GTA in the West.
It's better than GTA, to be honest. Like the atmosphere is. Uncanny, it's the best atmospheric game to put you in a time or something like that.
Yeah.
And granted, I haven't beat the game. I played it a little bit and I edited the whole game movie, so I've seen the whole story. But it's not the same as playing it.
Right.
So that's the weird thing for me is that a lot of games I don't get to play. I just edit them. So I experienced them from a different perspective. I still enjoy them and I understand the games, but I playing it is always different. But Red Dead was really, really good.
It really reminds me of like the atmosphere, like Skyrim. Like that's how good it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Skyrim is another one. Oh, we said Skyrim, right?
Yeah, I said it.
That's all right.
Yeah, you can't get into it.
I can't get into it.
Granted, I bet you did Fallout. If you were to do Skyrim, you would do the same thing.
Probably, yeah. I'd probably be into it, but I feel like a prisoner more than
maybe. Yeah,
that's what I felt like in Fallout 4. Like I just felt like a prisoner to the game.
Yeah, you need something like Middle Earth.
Okay, now we're talking. Shadow of Mordor is. Here are the two. Okay, so now we're talking about these are the two most underrated games in the past 5 years.
Okay.
Shadow of Mordor. Which it actually a lot of people.
Can we go 3? Because I already know the 2 you're saying.
Okay.
I think there's one more in there that I think you would agree with me on.
Okay, well I'll say Shadow of Mordor. I say underrated because it's honestly like the best game of 2014. I think like it's that fucking good, and like people said it was good, but I don't think people know how fucking good it is. The second
I'm actually
game,
playing it on my laptop. When I bought my laptop,
yeah,
I started buying higher
end games.
Yeah.
It's really good. The combat system is great. The story is great. Characters are great. Music, atmosphere, everything. The second game, which I think is the most criminally underrated game, is Sleeping Dogs.
Yes.
And if they would have
you
just...
can snap people's legs,
like,
dude. Just run up, snap.
It's better than GTA. I don't care what anybody says. Like, it's better than GTA. The story is awesome. I think it's Hong Kong, right? Or is it? Yeah, it's Hong Kong.
It should be.
They should have called it. They shouldn't have called it Sleeping Dogs. They should have called it True Crime Hong Kong.
I actually do like the name Sleeping Dogs, though.
But I'm just saying, as far as getting the game out there, because True Crime was an established series. They had True Crime LA, True Crime New York.
See, but I think I granted I haven't played those, but I'm assuming they're not very similar to how this one was.
It's similar. I mean, it's similar.
But were they as good?
Well, it's one of those games where I'm telling you, like, you look back and it was really fun back then.
Was Sleeping Dogs?
No, True Crime.
Oh, okay.
True Crime, because it was like those PlayStation 2, GameCube era open world games where you look at it now and you're like, they weren't that good, but like back then it was like the best games, you know. Criminally underrated. That's one of my favorites of the past 5 years. I think it's just. I can't say enough about the game. Like, go watch the game movie. Go rent. Go buy the game.
Yeah.
Like, it's really good.
Yeah, the game I'm thinking of it was underrated just because everyone wanted to hate it immediately when it came out, which was DMC.
Okay, yes, I'm 100% in agreement with you. Yeah, that's a good fucking game.
It's good.
It's good.
The definitive edition only made it better.
Yeah,
but even just DMC, like, granted, like. I guess I can understand people not liking the new style they did, but I think it worked out perfectly. And the way, I just love the environment. Like, and then the music was like I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was intense. The music that is, like, the music.
The game was a little bit less intense, but in a different way intense.
It was funny because like it had intensity and comedy to it. Like it was funny in a lot of moments. Yeah. And then it was intense in others.
It wasn't as laid back, I guess, as people wanted it to be. Because I guess granted, I don't know much about the older Dante games because I didn't play them, but I know he's very laid back.
Yeah. I don't know that much either, so I'm not gonna comment on that. But all I know is that. As somebody who doesn't know that much about the old Devil May Cry, I played part 1, but didn't really pay attention to I just played it. For somebody like me who didn't play the other ones, the new one was really good. And like all I would hear is just people were like, I hate his hair. Why isn't his hair this and that? Why is he such a whiny emo, like, you know, whatever. And like that just ruined the game, you know. Yeah. And also, it didn't help that the developers were being fucking assholes.
Yeah. I honestly love that.
I mean, it was good for them, but like your game wasn't as successful as it could have been because you were being assholes to all the hardcore fans. Yeah. So,
which, like I said, like not being a hardcore fan, like I think I would definitely be one of those people. If I was in the hardcore thing, I would still not take it to heart, you know.
Yeah, I definitely see you being more open minded about it. I think I would be like, Why did they change? You know, I'm the one who gets mad about like when they change like the dot on the MP7 or something. Like it was fine how it was. Like why did they change it? Like just keep it the same. So I can relate to those people. I understand, but not being a huge fan of the old Devil May Cry is like, oh yeah, this is really good, underrated.
Not really underrated, but something that's still kind of like I think it's still growing. It's not as big as it should be, which are the Telltale games. Yeah.
Okay. That's one of the biggest new things that came up in the last 5 years. It's been around.
Yeah, it's been around.
And by the way, like that's one of the craziest things about this. A little side tangent about the Telltale games and just that genre, the graphic adventure genre. Like they've been doing it since like 2005. The Telltale ones.
Haven't they doing it before?
Okay, but that's Telltale.
Oh, okay,
Telltale.
Yeah.
But like, or maybe even before that, maybe like 2002, because they had Sam and Max. They had CSI. You know, they have a lot of older ones that are different when they are now. But my point is,
I'm sure those are great though. Like,
this genre honestly goes back to what's it called? Sega's, was it Sega CD? Or
I'm sure there was PC first.
Probably, but I'm just consoles. It might have been Sega CD or I forgot
King's
what the
Quest. Isn't that a like point and click adventure game?
I don't remember.
Oh, which one are you thinking of then?
No, well, it's just like in Sega's in like either Sega CD or 3DO. One of those or Jaguar or something like that. They had like they actually had human actors, and like that was the whole game was for you to choose. They would give you an option, and then you would choose it, and then the act like so they actually filmed the whole thing.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But those are remembered as some of the worst games ever made, ever. And granted, they probably weren't executed as good as they are now. But I also think that it was ahead of its time. I think people were like, "This is not a fucking game," like you know. And now people are more open minded about it, where they accept the Telltale games as games, as opposed to just watching a TV show or something like that.
Yeah, I was looking more like I don't know how old they are though, but I know the Monkey Island series.
See, the point and click adventures, that's a different genre. Yeah. I'm thinking of, like that's like Myst.
Oh, okay.
To me, that's like Myst or something like that.
Okay, because I think Telltale did that, if I'm not mistaken.
They probably did that with
they made maybe it was just the remake, like a new version of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think their games are amazing.
They honestly, I've played probably 4 or 5 of them, and they've all been good.
Jurassic Park, Back to the Future,
Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us.
Among Us was amazing. Tales from the Borderlands.
Game of Thrones.
Definitely my top. That one was alright.
I didn't play that one.
Yeah, I mean I've been playing it, but it's okay.
Life is Strange I enjoyed it. I don't think it's a great.
Telltale, though, but
no, but I'm just saying that
genre.
Same genre. So like I that's one of the biggest developments in the last 5 years. So we'll just clump that in one.
What about that game with Ellen Page and all those other games? Like isn't that one supposed to be?
That
one's a point and click, right? Or like an adventure, like it's like the Wolf Among Us kind of thing. Right?
Yeah, it's like a graphic adventure.
And then there was another one that.
And those are super high end. Mm-hmm. It's Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
Beyond Two Souls. Mm-hmm. And the other one is before.
And I'm sure, like I think Heavy Rain has even there was something before Heavy Rain.
Yeah, it's like Fahrenheit.
Yeah, and I mean I think it did well, but it wasn't super popular.
Yeah.
And now with the reemergence of them, like I think we'll be seeing a lot more. There's the Minecraft one that recently came out. I haven't played it.
Yeah.
But I just hope there's so many more, because they can they've already tackled Borderlands. They've tackled Game of Thrones.
And I can't wait for another company to emerge to be, because I feel like they don't really compete with each other. I feel like people would just buy, especially for the price tag, like $5 an episode. Yeah, I feel like people would just buy into. I could see
if Marvel doesn't want to bring all their superheroes to the big screen.
Yeah,
a graphic adventure game.
There you go, perfect. So yeah, past 5 years, let's clump the graphic adventures into that's one of the favorites. Great development, I think. Just a new genre. I love when a new genre is introduced to gaming, because it's always a surprise. You feel like everything's been done, and and then something new comes along.
And then just thinking of like, or not necessarily like genres that are gone, but like puzzle games, like Portal 2. I love.
Yeah.
You know, Wolfenstein, like an old school shooter came back. One was really good.
Yeah.
Witcher 3, which it's kind of old. The second was been a while, right?
I think Witcher 2 came out like in 2010, 11.
Oh, so it's in the same year? Okay.
What do you mean? Wait, Witcher 3 came out
Witcher
year.
3 just came out, which is a great game. Haven't played it. I am planning on buying it for my PC.
Yeah.
But
totally worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. So many games. Rocket League, a game that came out from something like, like
Rocket League. Yes.
One of the best games ever. So we didn't even mention GTA 5, and we talked about the GTA section. But that was a great game. I mean, I didn't like it, but
see, and we're listing personal favorites. Like GTA 5, I liked, but I didn't.
Wasn't your okay?
I didn't love it.
Like one of your favorites.
Like I liked the story, but I didn't like the online. So
it's one of those things. It's like I would assume it's your favorite because it's like the biggest video on our channel right now.
I know. I mean, I like it. I love it. Like I love GTA 5. That's what. Of course I do. Yeah.
I mean, there's so many games like that. And there's actually not so many, but there's quite a few really good ones that I could think of.
Yeah, Tomb Raider is another one.
Yeah, Far Cry 4.
Far Cry
which
4.
I guess I honestly I liked it, but I wish there was more to it. I actually felt kind of hollow after playing it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
And you beat it twice.
I beat it twice, yeah, and I actually own it. So
yeah,
but I still enjoy the game. Dragon Age, I've been playing. I like it.
Dragon Age is tier 1. Like it's really good. It's really
Inquisition,
good.
Yes. I actually I have Origins. I need to get part 2 because I do want to play them. Which, granted, I don't think they'll hold up that well to me because
I heard Origins is the best one though.
Really?
Yeah. And I heard part 2 is the worst. So I don't know.
I think I've heard the opposite, but I don't know. But I still want to play them just because.
Yeah, if you like
it's one of those things. Like I'm really liking Inquisition, but like I already know that it's making a lot of like references to like the older ones, so it'd be good to just play them.
Yeah, that would bother me. It's like, what are they talking about? There's a lot of lore there,
and because they're all connected, if I'm not mistaken. Like sometimes the lore will be there, but it's not directly connected.
Yeah,
like this is very like I think they're somewhat connected.
So that's a lot of games of the last 5 years. Gears of War 3, I'll put in there. Although part 2 is better. Part 2 is better than 3, so that's why I wouldn't say, I like part 2 better.
I never really played
God of War 3 is also really good, but part 2 is also better. Part 2 is also better than 3, so that's why I wouldn't put them in my personal. We should just do lists next time. That way it's more structured.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, those are our favorite games. What games do you guys think we should have put in there?
Yeah, what games do you like? We mentioned a lot and we went off tangent, so since we didn't list them.
I know
there isn't a concise way for you guys to.
Yeah.
But obviously there's a game that you guys didn't hear like.
Dude. There's a bunch of there's like the Mass Effects like. There's a bunch of
Mass
games.
Effect, yeah, but I haven't even played those.
So there's a bunch of games that we didn't mention, but I'm sure.
I don't think we mentioned any of the Batmans.
That's right. I would have said Arkham Knight. Arkham City, I think is
Blackgate.
and
Not Blackgate.
Yeah. Arkham City was probably the best one, but I think Arkham Knight made Arkham City like unfucking playable to me. I cannot go back and play City.
I'm assuming that a lot of people that played Assassin's Creed 1 would say the same thing about the newer ones.
Yeah. Although, you know what though? Well, yeah. Well, part 1, like the parkour of Assassin's Creed 1 is like terrible. You have compared to the other ones, but I think the combat is better in part 1. It's deeper. They simplified it way too much in the newer ones. But yeah, you're so mobile in Arkham Knight, and then you go back and you remember how like. God, like it took forever to get somewhere.
That's what it always because Arkham Knight's a prequel. No, which one was the prequel?
Origins.
Because Origin had better mobility too. No.
Yeah.
It's one of those things I always hate when a game it's like even movies when they do they do the prequels after
Yeah.
So it's just like where the fuck was all this?
Yeah. Star Wars in particular.
Well, Star Wars it kind of made sense because there was no more Jedis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but a lot of the technology is just like. And then looking at the Old Republic, I'm like,
Yeah, like what?
Did they not advance for 2,000 years?
Like, is time going in reverse? Like, is this the future?
But it could be, that whole like it's the fall, kind of like Destiny, because the Destiny did a pretty good job of it, like that. It's like its golden age seems fucking amazing.
Yeah,
and we're in the fall right now.
And we always play in the fall. You know what? That is a good point, because we see that in humanity, where it's happened like 10 times, where it's been the fall of the Roman Empire, the Dark Ages, and then, like, it happens. So it makes sense.
It's just weird seeing it.
It's just weird, yeah, because
it's a small scale,
and especially because I don't know when the hell the fall was in between the Old Republic and the
I think the fall happened like a billion times between the Old Republic and
that's true.
and the trilogies.
Very true. So let us know what you guys' favorite games are. I know we'll list them next time we do something like this, so we're more structured.
No, we won't. Yeah. We won't. I'm sorry, guys.
But yeah, it's fun, dude. Half the decade's gone, and I think it was really good for gaming. I think we had a lot of great games. Hopefully, the second half will be just as good.
Actually, you know what? I want to know what they think is the best. Like, not their favorite. I want to think what they think was the best game of the last 5 years.
Okay,
Because, like I said, there's some games that we think are like just amazing, even though we never really played or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. And that's a different way to think about it. There's games that I respect, but I don't necessarily love. It just depends.
Yeah.
All right, so last topic of the week. There's a craze going around of the Powerball.
Yes, if you're in America.
If you're in America, in certain states, I don't know if all states. I don't know how
it works. We're in Cali, and that's all we know.
It's like literally all the news is talking about is the lottery. Nobody's won it. And so now it's up to $1.3 billion, the highest it's ever been. So I just thought it was fun to think, I bought a ticket.
One only?
One. Because you're only going to win on one. You're not going to win on 100,
Yeah.
I think you're more likely to, I think I read like you're more likely to be hit by lightning 3 times in your life.
Well, yeah.
Than to win the lotto.
Yeah, especially when it's this amount of money, like.
Yeah,
I wonder how many people change their residency to U.S.
Yeah, just to play in the lotto. You can lose just like the rest of us. Yeah. Well, somebody has to win. Anyways, we thought it'd be fun to just kind of pretend we won the lotto. Mm-hmm. And what would you do with that money, game wise? Like, what games would you force being made? What movies would you force?
Can I force to stop making CODs and like just go back to Black Ops 2? Like, I'm sure you could.
Okay, if you had 1.3,
like if you could do that, would you do it? Like,
like okay, that's the first thing I would do. Would be like, okay, we're remastering Black Ops 2, and we're gonna play that.
So we're just gonna list games we would want like to be forced to be I guess remade.
Or just make force them to make it. Like, now you're a billionaire now. Mm-hmm. Well, not really, because you're gonna give it like 50%.
Yeah, it's you have to go. You get 500 million.
Yeah,
right.
You're still rich as hell.
Yeah,
you're rich as fuck. So it has
to be somewhat okay.
So you can force $500 million worth of
so just enough for Destiny. Just enough for the advertisement. All right.
That'd be funny. Like you would probably have like Destiny 3 being made even before Destiny.
I would have them make the prequel to Destiny.
Yeah.
But no, I would definitely let's go. Pay Capcom to fucking bring back Mega Man as a series in general.
Or buy Mega Man from them.
I don't know what to do with it.
Well, fine.
Well, yeah, if I could do something like that, something to bring Mega Man back.
You know what's funny? 500 million is probably not that much.
That's what I'm saying. It's not
to do stuff like that.
Yeah, but okay, let's say it is the 1.3 billion. Okay, forget taxes. We don't pay taxes.
Okay, 1.3 billion.
Something like that. Bring Mega Man back. Give Capcom. I think a lot of this is going to be Capcom. Honestly, for me. Give Capcom enough money to be able to license like Marvel again, so they can make another Marvel vs. Capcom because they can't anymore.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
What else? I think that's all my money. I think my most.
You
of my money,
spent your 1.3.
Yeah, I think I spent most of my money.
All right, for me.
Oh wait. Pokemon RPG.
Okay. Yes.
Like something better than like the GameCube ones. Way better than GameCube ones.
That's okay. That's like number 3 on my list.
Okay, so it's number 3 on both of our
Number
lists.
1 is
Melee HD remastered. I know everyone wants that.
That's true. That's good.
Those are my 4. That's what I'm spending my 1 point.
You know they're remastering Twilight Princess?
Really?
It's coming out in March.
Smash Brothers and Melee? Like,
comes out in March.
Why won't they do it to like I would love a remake for the virtual console. Well, maybe not a remake, but just the virtual console for Smash Brothers. Just Smash Brothers.
Just put
First
it guaranteed. Like, I don't know why they're not trying to make that money.
Just both of those. Yeah. Because you can't play you can play Brawl on the Wii.
Yeah.
So just bring back those. You can't play those anymore unless you have an emulator.
Yeah.
People would pay for that.
That's true. They're just not trying to make money. I don't know. Or
I'm giving them money and they still won't make it.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, number 1 on my list, Halo movie is done by next year. Period. It's done.
No. Don't say it like that because it's going to be shit.
No. James Cameron is directing.
James Cameron?
James Cameron is making it. Not Spielberg, Cameron. Cameron's making it.
You don't want Michael Bay instead?
You know what? I want Michael Bay for the action scenes.
Okay.
Because he has the best action scenes. I don't care. Like, I know the movies suck, but they still have fun action scenes. Number 2, we make a mature Zelda. You have to make a mature. There has to be blood, gore, sex. Maybe
so God of War,
like Zelda. Yeah. Okay. Favorite characters for grown-ups. And Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon RPG, like a real 3D RPG.
Do you think 1.3 billion would be enough to like really make Pokemon? No.
No, you can make
like real Pokemon, like in the world.
Oh, like hire scientists.
Yes. Yes. Do you think that's enough?
No.
Damn it.
You can't even.
All right, I have to win 2 of these Powerballs.
Yeah, like
maybe. Nah, that's still not enough.
No, you need like all of the Earth's wealth to make one Pikachu, one real Pikachu.
I wouldn't make Pikachu.
What, Squirtle?
Probably Charmander.
Charmander.
If we're going but.
That'd be this is the worst way to spend your 1.3 billion.
Yeah, but we're not asking for the best way. We're like, if you had the 1.3 billion and you wanted to bring back or do something with video games.
Yeah, or movies.
Like I don't like. I think a lot of people would want VR. I don't know.
I'm
not super into VR yet.
You know what? As a matter of fact, I would take the 1.3 billion and shut down the VR industry.
Just buy them out.
Yeah, just buy out.
Well, granted, they're probably worth more than that now.
Yeah,
you should have done this. Powerball should have happened a couple years ago when we could afford to buy it out and just crush it.
I could have just shut it down. I also could have shut down the 3D movie theater thing. The 48 frames per second movie theater thing that they started doing.
Oh, okay. What about
48 frames
granted,
per second?
I've never seen Avatar in 3D IMAX.
Yeah.
But I hear that's amazing to watch.
I just feel like you can't get over or develop a better technology so that it's not tinted the whole time.
Is it tinted?
Yeah, like
I said, I haven't seen it.
Before the 3D used to be like the red and the blue.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do that anymore. Now they have like tinted glasses.
Yeah, they have like little things inside of them that
I guess. Yeah. I mean, but like they're basically look like sunglasses. So you
can't use them in the sun. They damage your eyes.
Thank you, Javi.
Yeah,
okay, I did
not know that.
I didn't know that. But
really?
Thank you.
It says don't wear them in the sun.
Motherfuckers don't even walk out with the goddamn glasses.
You never walked out with the glasses?
You gotta turn them back in.
When? They have a trash can there for you to, if you want it. Like, I've never seen anyone put them in.
I put them in. I don't know. I think.
Are they watching you? Like when you go in, do they like?
When you're
watch
as big as me,
they watch you.
Yeah, I'm like the only person they're watching.
Yeah, for me it's just like just do whatever you want. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I could have shut down that. I think that's the main thing is that it's tinted. I hate that.
I would have paid money because I went to watch Avengers and stuff, the marathon.
Yeah.
I think the first 2-3 movies weren't in 3D, but the rest were.
Yeah.
I would have paid not to have that 3D.
There you go. I would have done the same. Fuck 3D. Like 3D
unless
sucks.
It's good, but there isn't any good.
I haven't seen. The only good 3D I remember was when I was a kid, and it was bad. It was just fun because I saw Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Scary movies. Okay, I would pay for them to take it off everything that isn't a scary movie.
Yeah,
because those are fine. Like
those are cool.
I don't think you can ever have a bad scary movie that has 3D.
It's true. I mean, it's just scary.
Especially like the ones like that. I saw one. It was the joke. It was purposely, I guess, bad. But My Bloody Valentine.
I haven't seen it, but yeah.
It was, I saw it in 3D and
it was scarier because it was in 3D.
I don't know if it was scarier, but it was more fun.
Okay, that's fair enough. And you know what? This is a LA thing too, or people who've gone to Universal Studios. But like the best 3D that I've ever seen in my life is a Transformers.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That one's good too.
Okay.
That was really good too.
That's the only one I've seen there.
I don't think they have that anymore.
No, they do not. But that's the one I remember.
Okay,
you would get sneezed on by the fucking dog.
Okay, have you been to Transformers?
No, I have not. The only time I've been to Universal in the last maybe like 10 years was for Horror Nights a couple years ago.
Okay, well,
I definitely will be going in April.
Okay, well, you have to go to Transformers and tell me if you like. I was shocked at how good it was.
Okay. Are you gonna go in April for Harry Potter World?
I'll go. I'm down. Anyways, what would you do with $1.3 billion? Gaming related stuff. Halo movie done. Pokemon RPG done. Mm-hmm. I think that's honestly 1.3 billion right there.
That's probably like you need more than that. Yeah. And like I said, we're not even going to be getting 1.3. We're getting 500 million.
Yeah.
But we want to imagine us getting that. Like no one when they win the lottery, no one's like I won 500 million. Like they won half of what they got. Yeah. No, I won the 1.3, and they never talk about losing half of it.
By the way, if you guys didn't know about the lotto, the thing is you can choose to get all the money at once. But then they'll take a lot of it off, and you only get like 500 million. Mm-hmm. Or you can choose to get it in payments. But
I want to swim in that
for the rest of your life. But the problem with that is, if you die,
it's gone.
It's gone. Like your family doesn't get it.
And I mean, it's not like those. We're not saying those people die earlier than they should, you know. But I'm sure they do.
I'm sure. I've read so many lottos. Like those people die of drugs, alcohol. People killing them, like, you know,
yeah,
it's like
it's one of the. I don't think it's necessarily a curse as far as the lotto paying people to get these people. You know, that's honestly what I think. But
I mean, it's a gift and a curse, like, because the money's gonna amplify everything that's good about you and everything that's terrible about you. So if you're terribly addicted to fucking drugs, it's not gonna get better when you get money. It's gonna get a lot worse.
Video games, oh my god.
Yeah, you're just like
you're never leaving your house with that money.
Yeah. Why?
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to leave your house.
God damn it. All right, thanks for joining us. We're back. New Year 2016. We're excited to be back. Nerds with Glasses podcast. GMDB.TV. That's what it is.
Give them a movie to watch right now.
Okay.
Plug in a movie for like a game movie.
Watch Sleeping Dogs.
Okay. / I guess I don't know how it works. I mean,
yeah.
But if we / search,
just look it up. Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs is totally worth it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.